What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of History Before Us. And this is my second time here on Sol Legare Island, which is a part of James Island.
Yes.
Yep. And I'm here with Mr. Wilder, who grew up here on Sol Legare Island and served in the military as a veteran and has come back home. I think you said, what, in 84 is when you came back home?
Yes.
Came back home in 84. And he's doing a lot of great things in a place in which he called home as a child. And so, Mr. Wilder, we are here on Sol Legare Island, and there's a lot of things that are happening real time right here to bring this place back to the days of glory, if you will, right?
Yes.
Do you mind telling us about your experience in growing up here on Sol Legare Island and what's happening real time around us today?
Okay. Sol Legare at the time was a Gullah Geechee community, and it was this little island. We are island on an island.
Yeah.
Charleston is a peninsula, and Sol Legare is an island. Was an island, island on James Island. James Island is the island,
Okay.
and Sol Legare is within James Island.
Mm-hmm.
So after the war, the Civil War, these low-lying areas that had a lot of mosquitoes and gnats and all the stuff like that, they didn't want these land because they would, when the summertime comes, they would migrate back inland to places like Somerville and Cartersville and places like that,
Mm-hmm.
and they would come out here in the summertime. So Sol Legare was predominantly, when I was a kid, was predominantly black.
Yeah.
And that's not so now
Yeah.
because of gentrification and all the other stuff that's going on
Now,
in
I
the
know,
black community.
right. Now, I know that there's it's called Mosquito Beach is where we're
Yes.
at, right?
Yeah.
And so is it true to its name that the mosquitoes were just that
Yeah,
bad?
oh, yes. I'll get to that. Mosquito Beach, in the 1930s, and this island was, Sol Legare was all black. There was a guy named, what that guy, what that name? Anyway, he put an oyster, I can't remember, he put an oyster factory
Mm-hmm.
on a point down there.
Okay.
And it employed a lot of the folks here on Sol Legare, the oyster factory. So, but in the early or late 30s, early 40s, the oyster factory closed. And so when the oyster factory closed, the folks were still hanging out down here on this little well, this is the island too.
Yeah.
Yeah, Mosquito Beach is the island.
Yeah.
Yeah, on Sol Legare.
Yeah.
But anyway, they started hanging out here. Was hanging out at the oyster factory. Matter of fact, they used to call this place here in the beginning the factory.
Mm.
Yeah.
And you just automatically
Yeah.
obviously knew that it was for
So
oysters.
my cousin, one of my cousins, or our cousin, he built a 2-story house down there, and he had the bottom part of the house was a store, and upstairs he had living quarters upstairs, and so they started hanging out down here, and from that point on they was hanging out. So in 1953, my one uncle there, he was a World War II veteran.
Okay.
He decided to come down here and put a pavilion over the water. And that pavilion was called Harbor View.
Harbor View.
Harbor View Pavilion. And that position is right over there.
Okay.
That pavilion was the first
Let's walk
pavilion.
over there.
Yeah.
So this was was the very first one, but there was two of them eventually, correct?
Yeah. He put a pavilion right there in 1953. And Mosquito Beach opened up on Easter's, well, we used to celebrate Easter Monday.
Okay.
And Mosquito Beach opened on that Easter Sunday, Monday.
Mm-hmm.
And from then on, it didn't look back, but they was calling it the factory at the time.
Yeah.
And then from the factory, with all the in 1953 when they took off with all the people coming down on the pavilion, and the old man, he was still over there with his dual houses, you know, living upstairs and things. We used to call him, he had many names, the old man. We used to call him Little Bubba, Kingpin, Old Joe.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. He provided all kinds of seafood, fried fish, oyster, clam, crabs. And so,
All from local.
local, yeah, he was he lived up the creek, off the river. Yeah, he had no overhead. He would
Yeah.
go out there and come back and cook.
That's how you do it.
Yeah, he had no overhead. And so little Bubba and Kingpin, the old Joe, his place was jumping, and this thing here was jumping.
Okay.
So then in '54, that club down there, the only thing changed from that club or well, I wouldn't say restaurant, but only thing changed from that from that building was they put a deck around it.
Outside of that, it's what
It's original.
Okay.
Yeah, the window opened up like this, and they let it down like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And so, these are the remains of.
Yeah, these are the remains of the first pavilion and Harborview Pavilion. Hurricane Gracie took that in 1959.
1959.
Yeah.
Okay.
And so it was such a success, my uncle decided to buy this property here.
Okay.
There was a white man who owned this property here, but he bought it from them and he built a second pavilion here. And that was called Harborview Pavilion too. And this still was calling this area here the factory from the oyster factory. So then he built that back in 5960. 5960, he built a second pavilion.
Second one, yeah, which was right there.
And it was on. And then
it started being flooded down here with folks, huh?
You know, well, it didn't really flood after that.
Well, I mean, like with people, flooded with people.
Yeah, it was on with the people.
Yeah, yeah.
And that pavilion there, and that club down there, and then everybody started building little I say club, but what's the real? Juke joint?
Juke joints, yeah. Yeah.
Juke joint. And everybody had a piccolo back in them days. And so when my cousin put a little restaurant down there, almost with a DNF club, that DNF club was fairly new. It was a little simple complex, just a roof and a bar, and they served food.
Okay.
Yeah. And then some company came down here and put bumper cars. There was bumper cars down here.
Yeah.
And
it seems like they did a lot with a little space.
Yeah, right.
It's like a little amusement park that was down here.
They put bumper cars down here, and I got to back up a little bit because that bumper car went doing this boardwalk here. And Hurricane Gracie, when Hurricane Gracie came, it destroyed the bumper cars because of the salt water, tide rates are high, and that they work with electricity, so it destroyed the bumper cars. So the bumper cars never came back, even with the new boardwalk.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, right here.
Yep.
There was another little juke joint right here.
Where it's empty? Where the lot's empty?
Yeah, right where that palm tree at. There was a juke joint right there.
Okay.
And then this club here came along a little later. But there was all these clubs, people walking up and down Mosquito Beach and dancing and having a good time and eating the seafood. And it was just on the good music.
Yeah.
And at the time, James Brown and Sam Cooke and all them people had this place jumping. Yeah. So then my uncle, it got so crowded, people would come down, bus excursion would come down from different places.
Yeah.
And they hear about Mosquito Beach. Because at the time, you know, they had a boycott on
the nurses?
Mostly on the white beaches.
Oh, okay.
And a lot of times we can go to the white beaches. We had to travel from here all the way from Charleston to Atlantic Beach.
In Myrtle.
North Myrtle Beach.
North Myrtle Beach.
So we would travel from here. Maybe the church would give a bus excursion, and you pay a little change and pack up your lunch, and because it was a 3-hour ride.
Yeah.
One of them old buses drive about 40 miles an hour. But anyway, we rode from here and rode up to Myrtle Beach, but every once some do the 3 summer months.
Okay.
Normally June, July, and August. We go to Atlantic Beach. But then this place took the place because everybody was coming down to Mosquito Beach, and it was really on. People walking up and down from the different juke joints, or
Mm-hmm.
and the music going, and a lot of dancing and eating, and people just had a good time,
People had a
having
great
fun,
time, and
great time.
obviously with that, if you don't mind us walking
Yeah,
down, and obviously with that, you're going to have lodging, you're going to have
yeah,
buildings and things like that.
yeah.
So this
So
this like Sprite can looking
that
building.
that
What was that?
that, that was that break can building at one time that we used to take photos.
Okay,
They used to take photos in that building.
okay,
It has since expand.
okay,
It has since expand. So that's now going to be a kitchen.
okay,
But it was where we would come and get pictures on Mosquito Beach,
okay,
photos. And then this building, it was two buildings. That was the restaurant, and this was we joined them together. This was a restaurant and a bar.
okay.
Yeah.
And so what about this big
And
building right
then
here that we're
as the
seeing?
people coming, my uncle aside, people were sleeping all in their cars and didn't want to leave.
Yeah.
And so he decided to build a hotel.
So this blue
Yeah.
building that you
Had
all are
14
working on right
rooms,
now,
had 14 rooms.
and this was 14 rooms.
Yeah, 14 rooms. They were small rooms now. Yeah, yeah. They were small rooms.
Yeah.
10 by maybe 10 by 10 or something like that. But he had 14 rooms in there and joint bathroom. You know, when I say joint bathroom, you know what I'm talking about,
Yeah, yeah,
right? They shared a
yeah.
bathroom.
You shared a bathroom. Yeah. So obviously you're from here, and now you're a part of the revitalization of this space.
Right.
The buildings, preserving the stories,
Yeah.
employing people to work, on a place in which your ancestors, and everyone just had a great time and have created so many memories. How good does it feel for you to be here doing this type of work?
Well, when I came home in '84, and I used to come home on leave every time. And Mosquito Beach, during the time in the military, Mosquito Beach was still very vital to the community, and people were still coming down having a good time. And so what happened is I came home in '84 and I was not happy with what I was seeing with Mosquito Beach. It wasn't like going down in ruins and stuff like that. The boardwalk was need of repair, and a lot of the buildings down here need of repair. Matter of fact, the best looking club that was down here was this club down here, the D&F club. And the club that was there prior to this club here was a little kitchen. But they were making so much money, they decided to build this D&F club in the cinder block building down here.
Okay.
And so that's fairly new.
Okay.
But there was a kitchen there or a club, and the old club, like I told you, is still original, and still open, and it's in its natural state.
Okay.
Yeah, except for the dead.
Okay.
All right, so along came Hurricane Hugo in '89, and it decimated the place. It took the Harbor View Pavilion and floated it down the creek. And some of the ruins are down there, still in the marsh. And then we decided to just consolidate the two buildings because they were so close together.
These are the
and
two
made it
right
one,
here.
Yeah, yeah. And we decided to consolidate the two buildings and made it one.
Okay.
And the county government was trying to get me to demolish the whole hotel, and I fought and resisted them, and finally, the preservation people came on board, and we were able to preserve the old building, and they allowed us a chance. Then we got on the National Record of Historical Places, and they allowed me I got a chance to renovate the old hotel and the restaurant, and all these buildings here was built in 1962. These one here. This one here was built in 59, 60, and that one was built in 53. When we got on the national record, the gate opened up with funds to make restoration. And that's what we're doing now, making restoration. And hopefully the beach will be back to its old self.
Yeah.
Where people could come down, have good food,
Yep.
dancing and having fun.
Yeah.
And enjoying themselves. Yeah.
With just life in general and what you've been seeing in different communities, with communities completely being decimated and not being able to perhaps relive the days of glory. Um, what does it speak to leadership, community, as well as just having good faith that things like this actually can happen in our neighborhoods and our communities?
Well,
Because it's, you know, I mean,
yeah,
you've been
yeah,
around the world.
yeah. I've been around the world, and before I left here, I see that you stopped off to the old Sol Legare Lodge Hall.
Yes.
Now I remember quite distinctively. We used to. That used to be the center of attraction. That was the largest building on Sol Legare, the old Sol Legare Lodge Hall, and I distinctly remember how we, as a kid, we used to run around there, and all the family be out there, and we used to make homemade ice cream, and have on 4th of July and Labor Day and plus like that, before there was Mosquito Beach now. Because after 1953, when the beach opened up, the lodge was still viable, but the young people wanted to come to Mosquito Beach, and the lodge hall was more left to the older people. And but we used to have a wonderful time up there to the lodge hall. And then that's another area when I came home. The lodge hall was going down from all the storm that we've been having. I know you was inside and you saw the pictures being held up with still. So I got heavily involved with that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Your hands are in everything.
I was a community leader at the time.
Okay.
I formed the Concerned Citizen of Sol Legare.
Okay, love it.
It was Inc. then, but now it's a foundation. And we got some fun. I became a councilman. We formed a town with James Island because I got tired messing with county government, city government, and all that. Yeah. We want to protect our culture area because we was losing so much, you know. And when they got control of the mosquitoes and the gnat fly, with the various chemicals that they use now, the people start moving back.
Okay. So it was much more tolerable. It sounds like
exactly.
So we're in this building that you all put together, right? So talk to us about this building. What do you remember about being in here? Sometimes
this building right here was the restaurant, and it was divided. The building was so close together, so we decided it was joined right here.
Yeah.
This was the restaurant. Served there or there, good food, delicious food. Well,
I'm sure everyone was kinfolk, right?
Yeah. So yes.
Okay.
And it was kinfolk that was cooking back here, and mostly the local folks did the cooking back here.
Okay.
And they made some dishes that some people never, never tried before. And this was the bar area. And so we decided to join the two buildings and make it one. And so what we plan to do here is that's the porch as we came into, and we're gonna have just the kitchen area here.
Okay.
Okay.
Looks like some good state-of-the-art stuff already in there.
Oh yeah. In this area here, we're gonna have a deck back here.
Okay.
Tables and chairs on the porch. And I think we probably put a cover over here.
Okay.
Table and chairs be all back here. We hope to go back at that pavilion when we get in and get going.
Okay.
If everything fall in place.
Good.
I think we can go through here.
Okay.
Yeah. The grant, along with the grant, they want to make sure that we, as a nonprofit, we kind of giving back to the community, and that's what we're going to do. So all these little rooms here are going to be little market. We got plans to have the sweetgrass people, and maybe one of them, if they want to set up the sweetgrass and sell their sweetgrass product. We got another young lady that she does the hot dog pickles and peanut. So one of these bays would be for the lady that want to do the sweetgrass basket, and one to be doing the hot pickle and peanut, which is part of our culture.
For sure. And obviously there's plenty of great lighting in here too. So
yeah. And then t-shirts. Somebody want to do t-shirts. Somebody probably going to do Peloponnesian, like do conch shell, welcome to Mosquito Beach, oyster shell and conch shell, put a face on it, and and sell a little memorabilia to note Mosquito Beach.
Yep.
Yeah. And back here, the maids, I guess they're gonna have a maid in here. This is a bathroom
Okay.
and that's the mop tub over there.
Nice.
Yeah.
And so
then we'll
is it still 14 rooms? Is it still going to be
no,
14?
no, it's no.
I was about to say, 'cause you say y'all packed them in.
It's only 9 rooms.
Okay.
It's 8 upstairs, and we gotta have a handicap room. This
Okay.
room over here is the handicap room. Gotta have a handicap. You gotta. That was the car key. Let's leave it. That was it when you came in.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
Vicky just put those down.
Yeah. So this is the handicap room here.
Okay.
That's why we got this ramp.
I can't wait to come visit, man.
Yeah.
I'm gonna stay a couple
I'm sure
days.
you'll be back.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
And we can have a little cocktail together.
Yeah, let's do that.
Yeah.
Have a
yeah.
little Bible study.
This is the handicap room.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and that's the bathroom back there.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll be careful. Okay. Yeah.
Oh, that's why you see that truck there?
Good
Yeah.
stuff.
Hey, Brother Burr,
Yes, sir.
touch base with me. I gotta go to the house. I gotta bring some house and plumbing emergency.
Okay.
Call me, we in touch.
Yeah. Thank you. I appreciate you,
We
brother.
get together on the jobs, all the things too.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So where to next?
Upstairs.
Okay.
I'll let you see the room upstairs. This here's a washroom, wash and dry gonna go in there, in that room. Wash and dry gonna go in that room.
So when this opens, and everybody who's watching this, you gotta make sure that you come and book your stay because it's gonna be dope. So we're gonna have some music and entertainment that's gonna be a part of it too, right?
Oh yeah, good music
Good music.
and good food.
Hey, that's what I like to hear.
Yes, sir.
That's what I like to hear. Upstairs, second floor.
Yep. Second floor, nothing but rooms.
Okay. And the total of 9.
It got 8 room up here, and then you got a social bathroom. You know, not a social bathroom, but a public bathroom. Yeah. We try to go back with a lot of much antique stuff if we could.
Yeah.
I mean, with the doors and stuff.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah, this is gonna be pretty tight, man. I like it.
Yeah. This will be the male,
Okay.
and this is the female.
Okay. They're all designed the exact
Yeah.
same. Okay.
Yeah. So, all these rooms, these are the rooms. The guy, my project man decided to paint the room different colors. And we're going to name them after some of the old timers. Like Old Joe, I mentioned Old Joe. And that down there was, DNF was Donald and Francis. We have somebody, a name of room after them.
Yeah. Okay.
And then the other club, the old club down there was Perry and Jack Walker. So we named it Perry and Jack Room.
Okay.
And Laura, my uncle his nickname was Andrew Apple Jackson.
Andrew Apple Jackson.
Yeah, everybody know my Apple. Like my name was Cubby.
Yeah,
Everybody know my Cubby, yeah. These are the rooms.
I like how the beds are already they're already built into
Yeah. And there's a beautiful view here.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That's a good sunrise right there too. There's a sunrise on this side or set?
Right, from over there.
From over there?
Yeah. Did Ernest tell you we on a part of that Sea Island over there?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's we call it Dixon Island or Till Island, and that island was bought with we got the same great grandparents.
Yeah.
Harrison Wilder. Harrison Wilder was a Civil War veteran. You know all that, right? You told you all that.
Yeah, he gave me that
Yeah,
history over there.
he bought that, and then the property up the street, 30 acres up the street, and then 17 acres. And he, like I said, he was a Civil War veteran.
Yeah.
And that need to be more denoted, about his achievement.
Yes.
That he was a Civil War veteran, making $20. My great grandmother used to say she would get $20 a month.
From a pension?
Pension. And that $20 a month almost fed the whole community. Yeah, because our family was kind of prominent in the community, the Wilders.
Yeah.
And she fed Everybody, they go to their farm, you know.
Yeah, yeah.
Everybody over here used to
And
farm.
then obviously what you can just
And
go out
$20
there
a
and
month.
catch.
And you know, we know how to improvise. We
Yeah.
are people that know to improvise.
Yeah.
So all you needed was a sack of rice and a sack of grits.
You was good.
And then we live up the creek. Yeah,
You
fish
were
and
gonna
all
say
that
something?
stuff.
Do you have his pension application?
Come again?
Do you have his pension records, his pension application?
Yeah, Ernest and Josh. You can get that from them.
Yeah.
Cause I got it. Yeah, but
So you
he was in
didn't
the
put that as one of the pictures on the wall.
Yeah, we probably gonna do that.
Yeah.
Harrison Wilder, and but this was not his property here.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, this
So
was,
he didn't have any
yeah.
ties to.
Yeah, he didn't
this
have
property.
his son.
Okay.
His grandson. The Apple was his grandson.
Oh, okay. I got
Harrison
you.
Wilder. Yeah.
I got you. So this is a beautiful view, man.
Yeah. And then there used to be boat races down here. When tide come high, man, them guys used to have their boat up and down the creek. And then when we open up again, that same thing go back. Because people when they come into the shore, people want to give me a ride, let me ride in the boat, you know. And they would ride the guys, jet ski and all that stuff, all up and down the creek.
So was there a person who was the boat racing champion here on Sol Legare?
I would say a guy named Cleveland Roper. He another one of my cousins on the Lafayette side. That lot over there where old man Joe used to live at, he was a Lafayette.
Okay.
But his mother married a Shavers, so we call him Joe Shavers, but he was a Lafayette. That's a Lafayette lot there. And so what would happen is Cleveland Roper, he had one of them speedboat. And when somebody beat him, he go and get everything souped up. Come back. Yeah.
So
Cleveland,
he wasn't good at taking a loss.
and
Is what
now
I'm
his
hearing.
son does the same thing. His son got a speedboat.
Okay.
And they're up and down this creek. And when they on Sunday afternoon, Saturday when the tide is high, because you know the tide rotate.
Yep.
But on Sunday afternoon, Saturday afternoon, when the tide is high, them guys up and down the creek with their boats. Yeah.
Getting it.
I'm thinking about maybe getting me a ferry. If everything go right, you know, a little ferry.
Yep.
Hold about 20 people, because that's what white boys doing.
Yeah,
They have tours all out here. I'm showing them this historical place that they call. You can't see it, but right down there is Keywa. You see?
No, you're good.
No, you can't see it. Let me go on that point there. I'll show it to you. Keywa is a resort area. It's right down the creek down here. You heard of Keywa? Yeah. And Seabrook Island, that's where the rich folks at. Folks who got that money. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, these things here, we're gonna have life preserving, not life preserving, life protection, and they're like little. If a fire comes, you throw the ladder over the porch. They
Yeah, we get down.
can get down.
Yeah.
Egress. Yeah, the egress. Yeah.
Okay.
We're gonna have them in there. You lift it up and get the ladder out.
Yeah.
So we can get down. There's a
Nice.
fire.
All the safety measures.
And then there was never a fire extinguishing all the rooms that we had to get that to serve the public. So that was a job.
Yeah.
You see that red thing? That thing, ooh,
I can only imagine.
for this little small place. And then we had a hard time getting contractor to want to put a fire egress in this place.
Really?
With the sprinkling and all that stuff. Yeah.
Okay.
We plan to light up all the lights all in the trees and stuff like that
Yeah.
at nighttime.
Was this tree here when you were here as a
Yeah.
kid?
Oh yeah.
So you
Yes.
remember this tree as a kid?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Sure did. There was more. I think a couple of them died. Had to be removed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a beautiful tree. That's for sure.
Yeah. We're gonna try to make them a little better. You know.
Yeah. Has history always
treat
been?
treat it a little better.
Right. Has history always been something that you've been interested in, or did
No,
it have to
I'm
grow
gonna
on
tell
you?
you the truth.
It had to grow on you.
Yeah, it had to grow on me because when I came back home and then traveled the world,
Yeah.
I came back and saw what I saw, and then I saw the potential for this place because I think that's what my uncle did because I saw an old movie, World War II movie, in one of those Malaysia or something place, how Americans would have pavilion over the water. And I think my uncle got that idea to come back here and put a pavilion over the water.
Yeah.
Because he was over in that area.
Yeah. Okay.
And he came back and put that pavilion over there, and this place took off.
That was all she wrote, right? Everyone needed that. That opened up a whole nother thing.
Yes. And hopefully, my uncle had the idea of putting, see these old crushed oyster shell down here
Yes.
from back in the day. When you dig down there, because the oyster shell everywhere.
Yep.
Yeah. He had an idea one time to move Mosquito Beach from down here and put it on that point down there, on our property down there, on that point. We own from there, somebody tell in the middle, we got about 60 acres over there.
Okay.
And he wanted to move Mosquito Beach over there and build a bridge. Had all that in place to do, and his aunt stopped him because it's his property, and she was the elderly one, and she said, no, you can't go because my uncle didn't go to her. And that stopped the project.
That stopped everything.
And the way people wanted to do it, because they didn't want us on Folly Beach.
For sure.
So that was just before the Civil Rights Bill was passed in '64. So what they wanted to do was to put that, they wanted to help them get a place over there so we could mingle with them on Folly Beach.
Yes. Leave well enough
Yeah,
alone, right?
Yeah.
What about gators? Y'all get any gators over here?
Yeah, there's alligators here, but it's not the great big one. They more down there, Keywa. That place down there, if you look straight through there, that's Keywa down there.
Okay, right there.
Right through here. Wait a minute. No, that could be John's Island. Keywa is a little further up that way. Probably over here.
Okay.
That's Keywa Island.
Okay.
When I get in my boat, I do fish.
Okay.
So when I get in my boat, there's a boat landing now. Did I really show you the boat landing?
Yeah. We
I
went
put
down
my
there.
boat. I put my boat
So
down
that's
here.
where you go.
I put my boat down here and I shoot right on up there, that way. So really, Keywa, only thing separates us from Keywa is that river. They call that river down there, the Stono River.
Yep.
That's where the black
That's where
soldier,
the rebellion.
the black soldier landed at Keywa.
Yeah.
Yeah. We do have an organization called the Mosquito Beach Business Association. And we had all the clubs in here together so we could unite and be united and
sure.
think on one accord.
Yeah.
And it's not the funk, but when you call a meeting, this one show up, that one show up, and we don't really have a good meeting. And then I was always a fighter to try to make this road private, because I said, listen, the day is a good day. All day long they be driving up and down, white and black, looking at the places, And I know, they see a lot of stuff on Facebook all over the place, Mosquito Beach.
Yeah.
And they down here all day long and say, listen, the Charleston County Park got a gate. So we're not a park, but we're more private. Why we can't have a gate?
Yeah, for
They
sure.
don't give a black folks a gate. And see, but I'm not done with that yet.
Yeah, he's still working. That's
I'm
part
going-
of your checklist still.
Yeah.
So these are essentially were jukes.
Juke joints?
Yeah. So would you consider these jukes, or
They
would
were-
you consider them
yeah.
like real clubs?
Well, man, there was so much dancing stuff going on
you
here. And ain't no swing dance. The white people call it the shag. But there was the swing dance. And then
Gotcha.
they throw that girl over there and bring her back. And that skirt be flying everywhere. Shit, it be on.
It'd be on and
And you know
popping.
when James Brown, all the James Brown songs is the dancing. But I would say, and it was a lot of drinking and just having
sure.
fun.
That's what you do.
And good music.
Yeah. But
Yeah,
think about
and
it
eating.
also, and I think about just during the time period,
Yeah.
just all the ills that were happening in the world as it relates to people that look like us.
Yeah.
So when you actually have a safe place where you can actually go relax, relate, and release,
Right.
you gonna let go.
You're going to let
know?
go. Right.
Shoot.
So what happened is, after the factory closed, and we got the Mosquito Beach opened up with the Harbor View Pavilion, here and all that dancing and all that sweating, you know what's gonna happen. Here come the mosquitoes.
Yeah.
And they did a survey that at that time, I forgot, one of the ecology person said at the time when mosquitoes was really jumping, said there was a herd of mosquitoes around here. They took a note because all that dancing and sweating.
Tearing up folks.
So then people were slapping speed. This is a mosquito beach. And it was the Harbor View Pavilion, along with all that dancing stuff, here came the mosquitoes.
Yep.
And this is Mosquito Beach. Then they started saying, this is a Mosquito Beach, Mosquito Beach. Then
And that's how it got its name.
got a name,
Mosquito Beach. Okay.
Mosquito Beach.
They still out today.
Yeah, that's Mayfly there.
Yeah.
They bite hard too, boy. See, that's the problem left from that pavilion that was there.
Yeah. So this would have been the third one.
Yeah.
Okay. Gotcha.
Well, this would have been, the first one was Yeah, well, I guess you can say number 3.
Yeah.
But I would say number 2. Because that other one that my uncle put up, he put both of them up. It's just that he decided to move off the Lafayette property because he was having family issues.
Okay, I got you.
Yeah.
This is just a beautiful view, man. I
Yeah,
mean,
man.
just to come out here on a daily
Yeah.
basis and to be able to
And that
have
breeze,
this.
the
Yeah,
summertime always here.
yeah.
Yeah, that's Keyword. That's Keyword down there.
Okay,
Way over there. That's Keyword.
okay. What are your fondest memories about being able to come out here and just kind of hang out and have this view and everything?
Well, what I missed about Mosquito Beach is the conglomeration of the people socializing. I'm a people person. I'm a Leo, and I like being around people and talking with people, and I'm also, while I'm doing that, I'm also very observant. And I remember the time I used to go on Folly Beach after I left New York. I told you I lived up in Harlem,
Yep.
and I came home, and my uncle was also a farmer. The one Apple, he did farming. He was a multitask person. I will say ahead of his time,
Yeah.
because he had the vision to build all this stuff here, you know. And I remember when we was a little guy coming from New York, they would go on Folly Beach and sell vegetables. They had cantaloupe, tomato. He used to grow all that stuff himself, and we take it over on Folly Beach, and we go down there. Okra, tomato, green corn, soybean, number green lima beans. You know, they hull them out. You know, and we used to go down and sell it down all the streets, and the people would stop us and buy fruits and vegetables and stuff like that.
Yeah.
When we would go to the city, and mostly around Easter time to get our Easter clothing for church, and we would walk down the, we would be walking down, we'd be walking down the street. My dad would say, "Listen, when you see a white woman coming, you don't look at them in the face or eye to eye. You just move off to the side and let them pass." But when we saw that picture of Ed Matilda on Jet Magazine was out, and her mom opened the casket, it was horrible, and they were out them white because this is this kid, and I just left New York, whistle at a white woman, or did something they said, or look at a white woman too hard, and that left a lasting impression on me, you know.
It was a wake up call for you
Yeah,
too.
a wake up call. So I learned to stay in my place, and I imagine what happened when my dad was coming up, because he was another generation before me. He had no easy time, you know. And then he used to call my dad used to call him Buckra.
Yeah.
He used to call him Buckra. Them damn Buckra.
Yeah.
They want everything.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I was instrumental in helping form the town of James Island. The first original town of James Island, but every time we would get a town of James Island, Mayor Raleigh, who became a very powerful mayor, he was mayor for 40 years. Every time we would form a town, he would take it away. The first town we had, which I was a part of the first town, originally member, getting it organized and getting it established, we lost the town to, we went to the Supreme Court, took it over to the Supreme Court, and Raleigh won. So then he started annexing property. He wanted James Island for the tax revenue
Of course.
for the downtown Charleston. Form a second town. Had that for about 4 years. We lost that town. That's when I was councilman and all that time. I got lobbied for the money, $50,000. We formed a third town.
Same thing.
Same thing.
Golly.
And we thought we was home free, and 5 years later we lost the town. Supreme Court ruled against us. So we started to go to wanted to go to the U.S. Supreme Court, but the money in the fund was not there to take it all the way to the U.S. Supreme Court.
Okay.
Normally when you lose in the lower court, says you go up to the Supreme Court.
Yeah. Well, you know what they say, haters are gonna hate, right?
Yeah.
So there's so much good stuff that's happening right now, and in the future, individuals will be able to come here to Mosquito Beach
Yes.
and enjoy the things that you enjoyed back in the day. What are you most excited about as it relates to the reopening of this space?
Well, for nostalgia and for um, for um, for a place as historical as this place, I'm looking forward to seeing Mosquito Beach back and people walking up and down enjoying themselves, people dancing, having a good time, and enjoying the good food
Yeah.
that we're going to have out here. I never forget, you know, the, the good time and hear people talk about the fun they have down on this historical place
Yeah.
in the heart of the Gullah Geechee nation.
And lastly, because I always got to ask this question, as it relates to your legacy here, coming back home and doing the things that you've done, being involved in planning, et cetera, what does this mean for your legacy for not only your family, yourself personally, but for the Gullah Geechee community?
I just want for our young, I forgot to tell you, I was a school teacher. And I just want for our legacy, for the legacy of the African American young boys and girls to get involved with their history. Their history is rich, and they need to be involved with learn as much as they can about their history and their family history. And with me, since I learned my history, I'm so proud to be a upright black man and, and trying to do the work and lead by example to make sure our culture and legacy is protected and be continuing long after I'm gone. And Mosquito Beach is a legacy, and it got a lot of culture because of the people that originated this place. And it originated from an oyster factory and continue on to entertainment center for for black folks.
I love it, brother. I love it. And so everyone knows my tagline at the end. Like I always tell you, if you enjoy this type of history, please make sure to subscribe and share. And listen, you all, they're working, right? These are people from the community that are doing the work. And here soon, we're going to be seeing this street just like it was in the days of the old, flooded with folks. A little bit of this and a little bit of that. You can have your whole variety of entertainment and things to do that'll be here at Mosquito Beach again. And I definitely look forward to coming back and staying.
Looking forward for you to coming back.
And I definitely will, brother. I definitely will.
And I'm sure you will have a good time and good eating, some good
Absolutely.
food.
And we're going to have a couple drinks too.
Oh yeah, we have some cocktail. Yes.
That's what's up, y'all. So yes, please make sure to subscribe and share. And Mosquito Beach is rocking and rolling, y'all.
Yeah.
Peace and blessings.
Yeah.